What I'm going to show you in this video is we're doing a simple cabinet reface, and we've changed out the kind of hinges that are being used from the old type that were mounted on the face to these hidden soft closing hinges. But the question that I get is, how do I know where to actually mount these and where to drill my holes? What I like to do is I'm going to measure from the top of my door to the middle of the hinge and get my measurement. So we've got 3 inches is the center of the hinge. Now these are a 1/2 inch overlay hinge, as you can see that it is also marked here. Of course, you might not be able to see that, but these are 1/2 inch overlay, which means that these doors are 1 inch bigger than the actual opening itself, with the intentions of hanging over a 1/2 an inch on both the sides, the top, and the bottom as well. So when you take your 3-inch measurement, you need to subtract 1/2 an inch, and then you can measure from in here 2.5 inches down, and that is where the center of your hinge should be. Now, as far as the placement of your hinge going in these directions, what I would typically do is just take your door, and there's a hole right in the middle. That's where your screw is going to go. And you're going to just line it up with the hole. And then I like to use one of these little punches to get it aligned up. And then while it's still in place and it hasn't moved, hopefully, you can do the same thing to the other one. To run a pilot hole, then we can line our door back up and run a screw in. And I don't want to tighten it all the way up just yet because the bottom one isn't lined up. And we can tighten this top one back up. Now, there's also a lot of adjustments that we can do in here. One of these adjustments is going to move the door in and out, whereas the other one's going to actually adjust the hinge like this, in and out this direction. So if you do them in different directions, you can change the orientation of the door itself based on what adjustment you need. And it's just a nice soft close all the way in.